Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome, and if you guys have already been subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Today's video is a super exciting one. I got my hands on the newest FENTY EAZE drop blurring skin tint, and this retails for $29.50. We're gonna test this out, do a wear test, everything, and probably we do have a dupe in our hands already, so stay tuned for that too. But this is the foundation that I'm wearing right now. And now let's move on to the application. I know I'm a little late to the game, but yeah, better late than never. So let's begin. So this is the newest skin tint that Fenty has released. So this is called Fenty Beauty's Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. We're going to test out how much of a blurringness it can give to our skin because I have a lot of texture. So now the whole question is going to be, is this going to be the right shade for me or not? And I picked out the shade 11. Now, they have this in 25 flexible shades, and the shade 11 is described as medium for neutral undertones, so that is what I really went with. But I'll drop a picture of the shade range that Fenty Beauty is giving on the website. So if you guys know the Fenty Pro Filter Foundation shade, she has given us a guideline of what would be the corresponding skin tint shade. So according to that, I went with shade 11. Now we'll test out if it is going to match or not, but I am around like in the shade range 290 in the Pro Filter foundation. But truth being told, I decluttered mine. Actually, I returned mine as soon as I tried because it was super heavy on my skin. That foundation really feels like foundation, a mask when you're applying it on my skin. And I am basically all about lightweight foundation, but which has a little bit of coverage too. So let's start applying on the face. This says to apply it with the fingers or the brush. Now I hate applying anything with my fingers. I just hate it. Just because I am a super messy person and my table is black. Most of the things here around me are with like the white caps and stuff like that, and I mess up things super easily, and I do not like makeup on my fingers. Now, because that is the way that they are suggesting, I'm more of a brush or a sponge person, more of a brush. So I would say I'm going to apply half of my face with fingers and half with the brush and see if there's any difference or not. I do not have anything on my skin. I just have a lip balm, and I finished my brows already with my Maybelline Brow Precise. They say shake well before using, so that's what we're gonna do. So it is, if you've not seen the bottle before, it's super teeny tiny. Let me first begin with that. It is super teeny tiny, but this bottle has 1.08 fluid ounces, and this retails for $29.50. If you can see, like the palm of my hand. That is the size of the bottle, but the quantity inside it is 1.08 fluid ounces. Now, just for a comparison, let me get out my e.l.f. CC cream, and this one is 1.05 ounces. So 1.05 and 1.08. So that is the difference. So, you know, the packaging can be a lot bit deceiving. Not complaining. I mean, this is super portable, super short. I recently reviewed Makeup Forever's water tone skin tint, and this is 1.35 ounces, and it's a bigger bottle, as you can see. But I like this. It's lightweight, but when you shake it, there's no sound coming. I'm just assuming that it is like totally filled, that is why. And it comes in a dropper application. Okay. So I'm gonna start with like 2 drops, I would say. So as you can see, not super thick and not super thin. It is still running down my hands. I don't know how is it, like how much pigment is it gonna give or anything. Okay, let's apply this side. Let me get my towel out before I mess up the whole thing. So let's apply with the fingers and see. As you can see, I have a lot of redness from the acne marks. Not bad. Not bad on the shade, huh? I really think that this would work really good on me. Good coverage too. Like for a skin tint, this is amazing coverage on the first application. The dropper applicator is actually it's a very controlled one. So see, like I stopped squeezing out and it's just there, you know, but you can obviously squeeze out as much as you want. I'm gonna take a little tiny bit more because that was really less, and I'm gonna apply there. So I'm gonna do with my fingers on the half of my face, and I'll show it to you. One side with the skin tint and one side without anything first. It has a good workable time to it. It doesn't dry down or anything. It's super lightweight. I would say this is a solid medium coverage. But they claim this to be, so this is defined as a blurring skin tint that delivers smooth, instantly blurred skin in just a few easy drops. This claims to be a light coverage and it claims to be blurring, and I can totally see it. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I can definitely see the blurring property. I mean, it's not tacky or anything, but I can set it. I mean, like, yeah, it just feels like an initial application of a cream, I would say. Coverage wise, I like this better than my Makeup Forever skin tint, because I told you in that video also, whenever I apply that Makeup Forever water tone skin tint, I do apply like 2 drops of concealer, mix it along with that and then apply it, because I love the consistency of that water tone, but the coverage is really sheer. This is giving me the best of both worlds. I mean, it's giving me coverage as well as it's very easy to wear. I really like it. I really like it. Let's move on to the brush side. And for the brush, I would be using my IT Cosmetics 101 Foundation Blurring Brush. And yeah, let's just start applying that. I applied a lot less product here on the brush side, just to see how it performs. That worked beautifully. Why would you even tell them to apply it with the fingers? I mean, people who apply with the fingers, like, it'll be good for you. You can just apply it like a moisturizer. I just don't like to get my hands dirty. See, this is what I mean. I mean, now it's all like stained. Okay, so I'm basically going to just apply it with the brush. I'm going to see if it is buildable or not. So this actually reminds me more of that Maybelline foundation, the dropper, this one, the Maybelline Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup Sunscreen. And this has an SPF of 50 in it. This doesn't claim to have any SPF in it. I could be wrong. I will do a little more research and I'll let you know. And this also, actually the Maybelline one also is like a dropper applicator. So very similar in the applicator form, I would say. Okay, so let's see if it is more buildable or not. Yeah, it's totally buildable. Did you see that? It's totally buildable. This actually reminding me a lot of the Wet n Wild Skin Hydrator. Even the shade wise, everything, it just seems super similar. I'll swatch them side by side for you guys so that you can see it for yourself. But like application wise, the consistency wise, everything seems very similar. If you are like me, if you want like a medium coverage and you want a little bit of blurring properties happening on your skin, but it still keeps hydrated, you don't even need to set this at all. So let me tell you the shades. So this is, I'll just swatch it for you. Okay, so that is Fenty in shade 11, and this is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator in the shade Tan Medium Deep. And this is a squeeze tube, but the price difference is massive. Like this is around $5 or $6 or something like that, and this is $29.50. And this is 0.91 fluid ounce, so almost an ounce. So not much of a difference, I would say. 1.08 ounce and 0.91. So yeah, but a huge price difference, I would say. So let me just swatch it for you guys. So that is Wet n Wild. Actually pretty similar. What was it? Okay, Fenty. Yeah. Okay. So this one is Fenty and this one is Wet n Wild. As you can see. I mean, I was actually confused which one is what. It's that similar in tone. It's both of them have like a very neutral undertone, but even shade wise, I would say it's super similar. Even the consistency is very, very similar. Wow. Do we have a dupe, guys? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear it for a good amount of hours. Right now it is 12:30 in the afternoon, so I'm going to wear it to the max how much I can till the time like the sun goes down. I'll do check-ins outside also for you guys to just see how everything wears throughout the day. I'm just going to do a simple quick I'm not going to do much underneath the eyes, so I'm just going to fast forward this process, but I'm just going to apply a tiny little bit of my ColourPop concealer. If you guys are wondering which shade I am in different foundations, let me just give you a comparison. In the e.l.f. CC cream, I am in the shade 330W. In the Wet n Wild foundation, I am in the shade Desert Beige. In the CoverGirl Outlast foundation, I'm in the shade Soft Honey. In the LYS foundation, I'm in the shade TG1. In the L'Oreal foundation, I am in the shade 485 Golden Sun. In the Makeup Forever Watertone Skin Tint, I'm in the shade Almond. In the Maybelline Dream Cover Foundation, I'm in the shade 310. That's basically me giving you different options or the foundations that I use, so that if you do have any of these foundations, you basically can see that the shade 11 would work beautifully for you in the Fenty Eaze drop. And I'm just going to set my whole face with my Wet n Wild pressed powder. So that's basically it. I'm just going to finish off my eyes and lips and I'll get right back. So finally, I finished off my eyes and face and lips, everything. I actually recorded a video in between. So yeah, it's 2 hours later that you're seeing me. So this would be the first check-in, I would say. But yes, if you guys want to see the tutorial on this look, it would come in a later video. And for this eye look, I used Alter Ego's Goddess palette. So stay tuned for the tutorial if you are interested. But yes, I did not apply any bronzer or anything. It's just the powder on top of the concealer as well as the skin tint. But so far so good. I am absolutely loving it, and it is wearing very, very similar to my Wet n Wild's Tinted Hydrator. I've kept that right in front of me. We will do all the check-ins in between as much as I can do, and at the end of the video we will find out, do we have a dupe for that? So I'm very, very excited. That is one of my favorite tinted hydrators in my collection. Just for a reference, I did finish off my eyes with some Wet n Wild eyeliner, and for the mascara I used my L'Oreal's Lash Paradise, and on my lips I have BFF4 lip liner from ColourPop, and I use Sugar Cookie liquid lipstick from Too Faced. So yes, I will see you in the next check-in. So this is my second check-in. Right now the time is around 4:45. So I started this at 12:30. And this is how it's looking so far. Very natural, I would say. Still can like see all my texture on the skin and stuff like that, but it definitely evened it out, and definitely doesn't feel like a foundation to me. It's more like a skin tint, but it exactly is wearing like my Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. So that's really good. I really like both these, and very, very comparable, I would say. Even the way it's wearing out throughout the day, it's like pretty similar. I was wearing a mask previously, but I could see a very tiny little bit of transfer similar to the Makeup Forever skin tint, but again I'm only wearing the skin tint and the concealer, and I just brushed off with the powder. So yeah, nothing to transfer a lot. But yes, we're going to continue this, and most probably I'll do one more check-in at the end of the day. Hey guys, this is my third check-in. It's around 6:30 right now, and this is how it's looking so far. Obviously everything on the lips is gone away, but this is about the foundation. So generally speaking, I really like it. I really do like it. Of course you can see all the texture and everything as it is, but it is definitely not separated out on my skin. It's blurred out definitely my pores, but yes, not the texture. It's not a magic cream. So generally speaking, out of the Fenty complexion products that they have released so far, this is by far my favorite for sure. I really was not a big fan of the Pro Filter foundation. It felt like super heavy. This doesn't even feel like anything when you're applying it on the face. So yeah, I really like that. That's all, I guess. I might do one more check-in at the end of the day, but yeah, it's super gloomy. It's all rainy out here, so yeah, we'll see how everything goes, but most probably right now, since it's 6:15, I started around 12:30, so we already have like 6 hours check-in, and I did like all my check-ins in the gap of 2 hours, so I think it would be helpful for you guys, but I'll try to get one more check-in in. I'm very glad that this is going as per my liking, and I'm very excited to share this with you guys. Hey guys, so this is gonna be my final check-in for today, and it's 7:30 right now, so we had about 7 hours of wear test. I don't think I can wear it for a little longer just because I am right now here for a Kroger pickup, so that's why I thought that I should probably just do it right now. By the time I reach home, it would be dark, and I generally do film it in the natural lighting, so I thought that it is a good time to shut everything down and do the wear test. I can give you one more picture on the screen before I go to sleep. I'll wear it for that long, but just to concise everything, I would say, one, it didn't have any scent, so I think it's perfect for the people who are sensitive to scent. Second, I really feel that the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator is a very good alternative for this. So if you already have Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, you need not go and like run and get the Fenty, but this works beautifully on my skin. I feel like if you are a normal combo oily dry, you all would like enjoy this skin tint, just because it wears so nicely. It is definitely not broken in any areas, even around my nose, the smile lines. It is pretty intact, I would say, and I am a very expressive person, so yeah, I can say that for sure. I mean, this by far definitely is the best complexion product that Fenty has come out with. So I think that's all for today, guys. So yes, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's review on this Fenty Beauty's Ease Drop Blurring Skin Tint. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!